Hello, my name is Mike Garman. I am a Senior Automation Engineer at EWI. I have been with EWI for the last 5 years, but I have been specializing in robotic system design, integration, and implementation for about the last 27. In the last few years, I have brought my knowledge base and specialties to EWI to help manufacturers make the right choices when it comes to implementing new automation technology. As an example of this, we had a client come to us and say they wanted to investigate bin picking technology, the ability for the robot to pull parts straight from a bin of parts and put it into the CNC machine. In our lab, we have automation equipment, and we set up a proof of concept to show them what it would take to be able to do bin picking technology. They provide us with a bin and some parts, and we did the demonstration. What you see here in front of you is a FANUC robot picking up these parts out of the bin, setting them in an alignment fixture, then setting them on the table. The robot in this case is picking up the part from the bottom, which means it's going to have to get reoriented. Coming up here in a second, you're going to see a quick flash on the screen, and what that flash is the camera taking an image of the parts in 3D space. The information of where the parts are is being relayed to the robot, and the robot knows where to grab them. Now, the problem with doing bin pick is you never know what side you're going to pick up the parts from. So you can see in the lower left-hand corner of the table that the parts are sitting on the bottom. So we have to be able to grab the parts from the top. To do this, we put them in a fixture and reorient or regrip them. Now, regripping with bin picking technology is actually pretty common. Bin picking is not as accurate as a lot of people think, and a lot of times you need to set the part and re-grab it in a known position, orientation, and location to be able to accurately place it where it needs to be placed. So in this example, you can see that we set the part down upside down. We sort of guide it down as a fixture. We're coming down, and we're going to re-grip the part from the top, where it's sitting next to the locators. Then we're going to bring it down, and we're going to shift it into position right where the other pieces of brass are. You can see a row of brass parts already there, so we decided to teach the robot to push the other parts out of the way, at least we forget to remove the parts. Now, we're going to look at this video again, except we're going to look at it from a different angle. So this is the robot picking up, yet same part, different angle, different orientation, same process. Once again, we're making sure that the process is going okay, we're watching it closely, and it's running through the testing. As a part of this proof of concept, we also walk the customer through what it would take to actually set up a part themselves. So you see larger parts on the table in the background. Those were actually used later in the day for the customer to walk through setting up a system like this and some of the challenges that went along with this. We quickly switch angles here, and we show you what it does when it's trying to get orientation on a part that's already grabbed from the top. So once again, bin picking technologies aren't necessarily super accurate. So in most cases, if you're changing orientations and you need a precision set the part or place the part in a location, then you're going to want to do a regrip. Now you can see that we dropped the part, it sort of hit the surface and slid down against the hard stop. The robot moves, regrips it to a known accurate position, and now it's going to move it back once again and slide it into position, pushing the other brass pieces out of the way. So this is once again a perfect example of some of the work that we do here. And it's not just technologies like bin picking. We have a lab full of robotic systems, technologies, grippers, and other things that we use to help manufacturers understand current technologies out there.